So if you're looking for mushrooms, you're looking for trees. Generally speaking, the morels are no exception. There's quite a number of trees that are associated with the morel mushroom, but in my experience in this region, there's only 4 that I would concentrate on. The elm trees, the ash trees, the apple trees, and the sycamores. Unfortunately, the soil beneath apple trees might be contaminated with pesticides like lead arsenate. So unless you know the complete history of the apple tree or have done a soil test, you could probably rule those out. And also here, all the ash trees have been virtually wiped out. Thanks a lot, emerald ash borer. And that leaves us with just the standing dead and dying elm trees anywhere you can find them, and big mature sycamores in a soggy bottomland with some elms also would be a good spot to look for them. Those are the 2 main areas where I've had success in recent years. So yeah, that's it for this location. Now let's head out to the Hoosier National Forest. It's mushroom time, let's go and see what we find. Haven't been here in a while, so let's see if we can find anything interesting. Pretty muddy. Oh my. Yep, that's muddy. Decent amount of recent tree damage here, probably from those big storms last year in April and June, Hurricane Helene and such. But yeah, a lot of trees down. The once proud ash trees. This is all that's left of them. This nice cubey bark. This might be a good place to look for morels in a couple of months. If there's big ash trees around, that's a good place to find them, or it used to be a good place to find them. I'm not finding them so much. I think the trees are just too dead, but still better than nothing. Oh, here's some mushrooms. Wow, look at those guys. Ginormous. That is a big oyster mushroom, Pleurotus ostreatus. There's 3 of them here. Pretty cool. These are no longer edible. You can tell they've turned kind of yellow. The gills should be nice and white on fresh ones. But yeah, we just missed those, I guess. Those are some nice ones. Cool. Here we have a large number of Trametes aesculi, bracket fungus. And this is a very large American elm tree that just went down. This would be another good place to look for morels. Keep that in mind. What's that? That looks suspicious. And a painted camo. What could that be? Should I open it? What could it be? Yep. It is a geocache. That was the log. The log is always the first to go for some reason. Never makes it very long. I won't be writing my name on there. Ooh. Got a coupon. Save $1. You don't know what that is. Oh, it's another little message or something. A snowflake. A flower. Fruit snacks. Oh, there's a pig. There's a pig. And an ant. And a lamp. And what's this? Great day tattoo sticker. Yellow mustard. That's probably still good. We have a few of these little snowball guys. That's a pretty cool geocache. One of the more conspicuous ones I've ever found with the big red lid there. I wish I had something to contribute. Well, actually I do have $1. I can put some cash in this geocache. That way, if any of you out there are short on money, you can come get this $1. I'm gonna leave it right here. Good luck. There's some mushrooms. This dead red oak tree. So these are some nice examples of some artist conchs. A perennial fungus. You can see this was probably like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year, and then maybe if it's still kicking, it'll do another one. Very cool. Oh. Well, there's some old chicken of the woods. Not edible any longer, but that's a cool find. Here's some witch's butter. Quite dried out. That is an edible jelly fungus. It's really dry right now though. But very cool fungus for sure. Keep going. Well, here's some more old chicken of the woods. This one was big. Lots of different clusters on this. That's a lot of chicken in the woods. Whoa. What is that? An old well? Time portal? Should I drink the water?
Should I jump through to another dimension?
Well, here are some enoki mushrooms that I found in late November. These are widely distributed mushrooms that you can often find in the winter months, and they're helpful for finding morels in that they are often found on elm trees. 9 times out of 10 I find them on standing American elm trees like this one, although they can also be found on poplar and willow and ash trees. But yeah, these are good indicators of elm trees and also incipient decay in elm trees. Incipient. That's a fun word. In this context, that means initial stages or unseen decay. An elm tree might look perfectly healthy to you from the outside, but if you see these mushrooms on it, you know it's on the way out. The enoki mushroom is a wood decomposer, so that would mean that there could be a chance of finding morels near that tree. This is an edible species, but it is hard to distinguish from the deadly Gallerina sometimes, so you should probably just leave it alone unless you take a spore print or inspect all the mushrooms individually. The enoki mushroom will have a white spore print and will have a stem that gets darker and velvety as it gets older from the bottom up. And the deadly Gallerina will have a purple brownish spore print and should have an indication of a ring. But sometimes the ring can kind of fade out, and the stem of the deadly Gallerina can darken and look quite a bit like the enoki mushroom. So do be careful. All right, let's get out of this hole. That is very curious. Looks awfully old. All right, let us continue. Some lumpy brackets. Awfully lumpy. Huh, what's this? Aha! Yet another chicken of the woods. It's a good chicken of the woods area. This is my third one today. Very nice. Oh, what are those? Those mushrooms? Nope, that's just a bunch of geodes. Moving on. So here we have some turkey tail mushrooms. Those are looking really healthy. Nice blue and gray and brown colors. Nice group of those. And over here we have some type of oyster mushroom. These are definitely not the edible Pleurotus, ostreatus oyster mushrooms that we're looking for. Those will never be orange. They can be kind of yellowish from foliage in the warmer months, but they'll never look orange like this. These are Sarcomyxa serotina, the late fall oyster. When these mushrooms emerge from decaying wood, they'll have kind of a slimy greenish top and a yellow orangish pore surface. But these ones have been out underneath the snow for a long time. They've almost turned translucent. Trying to identify mushrooms in the winter is sometimes like putting mushrooms in your refrigerator for over 2 months and then pulling them out and trying to identify them. They can change their look quite a bit. Sometimes people get poisoned by mushrooms in the cold months because of incipient decay. The mushroom may have held its shape and have no external signs of rotting or spoilage or mold or anything, but on the inside it can be quite overrun with colonies of insects or mold or bacteria. So just one more reason why you should always cook your mushrooms all the way through. This is, when it's fresh, it is an edible, technically edible species, but it's not very good. I don't recommend it. It's very kind of chewy and off tasting. But yeah, those are some cool mushrooms. All right, let's continue. Here's a big sycamore tree. We have some other sycamore trees that look rather distressed. So that would be a good place to look for some morels, possibly. A floodplain or by a creek where it's nice and damp, with some very large mature sycamores. Oh, there's a mushroom. Very cool. We've got some dried up wood here. That's a good winter mushroom. Cool find. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, wait. We have our fourth chicken of the woods. 4 in one afternoon. Hey, look, I found a morel. Geode. That's a keeper. Got some old black-footed polypores from the fall. Not an edible mushroom. Oh, and there's some little bleached out deadly Gallerinas up there too. Also not edible, deadly poisonous in fact. Uh-oh, wait a second. I see something on this old, very dead beech tree. Check it out. Some beautiful oyster mushrooms. Very dark brown. These can get quite brown in the winter. I don't see any more, but that's a nice little perfect flush. Beauties. You gotta be careful. This one looks a lot like a deadly Gallerina. It's an oyster though. Very cool. I'm now satisfied. Time to head back. It's just good to get outside. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time on Mushroom Journeys.